Okay, let's start already. We're already getting late. This is not supposed to be the standard in Spain. In Spain, we're always very punctual, better than the British. But unfortunately, people are coming with the European standard, so 10 minutes late. So, welcome everybody. This is the second edition of Zentyal Summit. And I can see many familiar faces. And for what I see, there are actually more non-Spanish speaking people than Spanish, which is surprising. But welcome everybody. So, yeah. It's been a year. A year has passed, and many things has happened in Zentyal, in the world, the economic crisis. But today we're focused on Zentyal. And what a year has been. Many things have changed. I think in the last year, it has changed more than in all the years before for Zentyal. So the main thing that has happened, that has triggered the change, has been the investment by OpenOcean. As you know, in December we closed an agreement with OpenOcean. They invested over $1 million, which helped us to invest in our product and in the commercialization of Zentyal. Tom Henriksson here, he's going to explain a little bit why they have bet on us and why they have invested. I think the most important lesson we have learned is that it's not actually about the money. You can get money from the bank. Well, not anymore, but usually, if you need money, you go to the bank. But if I have to summarize my experience in just one sentence, is that get the investor that you would get to your advisory board. So if you are ready to get these guys to your advisory board, then they are good investors for you. So Tom will explain us more about why they chose us. So new things that happened, as you know, 3 weeks ago we released a new version of Zentyal Server 3.0. The main change here is that we are already a full replacement for Active Directory. I think this is a really important leap forward and improvement in the functionality of Zentyal. Now we can actually go and say, hey, it doesn't matter whether you have Windows or Linux, as long as it is with Zentyal, but you have all the same functionality. Jos will explain later on after the coffee break. Jos, you are there? About what is new in Zentyal and what are the new features. And tomorrow there will be lots of workshops explaining with hands-on experience on how to configure it. More things have changed. Our remote monitoring platform has been renamed. Now it's called Zentyal Remote, and it has had a big improvement on its architecture and on its look and feel, especially on the workflow that you follow to monitor your customers' servers. And something new is that now we have inventory and we have desktop remote access. So you can actually provide services to your customers, not only for the Zentyal servers, but also for the desktops. Initially for Windows and soon also for Macs and Linux. Kike, over there, he is going to explain this afternoon the features, especially the highlights of Zentyal Remote. So you will all have a deep look at it. Then another thing that is coming today is the Zentyal Cloud. This is a new product that we have been developing in the last months. So the whole idea of Zentyal Cloud is that you can bring some of your on-site services to the cloud. Those services that do not make, that year after year they make less sense to keep on site, like for example files or email or stuff like that. So you can have them on the cloud, but it is completely integrated with the Zentyal server. So it actually doesn't matter if it's on the cloud or on the server. You don't realize about it, but it works. And it's a very beautiful product. And today we're going to disclose it publicly for the first time, and we're going to open the beta. So if you want to become beta testers, if you want to be the first ones testing it, just be this afternoon on the session that I myself will give. But this year, everything has not been only about product development. So we have also changed or improved our commercial offering. So if you might remember that our previous offering was based on just subscription. If you wanted to have support, you have to pay it differently, and then you have strange things like that. So we had the time to stop, think about it, and bring out something that made more sense. So we came up with Small Business and Enterprise Edition, which is much simpler, much better packed, and it looks, well, it has proven to be much better. Customers understand it much better. Partners can sell it much better. So yeah, that's a big step forward. Another step forward is the partnership program that has improved. Now we have the three levels, which is Registered, Professional, and Premier, and they are adapted for different profiles of partners. And our partner network is actually, well, it's much easier for people to understand what is the level that better suits them and how to migrate to a higher level. And our partner network is just growing a lot. We have already 30 signed and 70 on negotiation, so you can expect it to explode in the next few months. New changes that have happened also is that we signed a partnership with Canonical. So Canonical people over there. We have 3 representatives today. The 4th is just flying to get here this afternoon. And well, if I had to summarize this from the Zentyal point of view, it means that all the commercial editions of Zentyal have official Ubuntu support. So that's a big warranty for our customers that, okay, we are the ones making the magic, making the looking Zentyal, looking a Linux server to look good, to look easy and all that, but we are backed, so we can provide support from the user interface to the kernel. And Andrew, after the coffee break, he's going to give a master class, or maybe the introduction to the master class of other benefits that this partnership brings. So if you're a Zentyal partner or you are interested in becoming Zentyal partner, I will advise you to attend to his masterclass. What else? We have, well, we already had a partnership with with Zaragoza, but we have improved this partnership. So Zaragoza people, where are you? Over there, yeah, you got them. So now we have worked with them to prepare a package for the Small Business Edition, so that if you want to have communications on your small business server, so for example email or Asterix, also, but specifically email, then you can have an add-on for that, and it includes all the Zaragoza licenses for all the users you can have in the Small Business Edition. Stein is going to give a presentation before the lunch break. So stay tuned for his presentation. He's going to explain all this in detail and much more. And our mascot Fluffy won our hearts. If you remember, if you were here last year, we showed some sketches of our mascot. Well, now it's another member of the team. It has a name. It's called Fluffy, and it is really fluffy. And you are going to see, well, you're already seeing it in the installer of the server. You're going to see it more in the website, especially in the community side, and well, it's going to be a big protagonist of Zentyal's future. There's going to be a workshop on tomorrow, just before lunch break. Our designer is going to show you how you can build your own Fluffy out of paper. So if you want to have a break of this technical or workshops and work, if you want to have some break and do something fun, that's a moment. So about the summit, some practical info, everything is here. So please read your badges. There's detailed information about lunch breaks, about cocktails, about Wi-Fi, about hashtags, everything you need to know it's here. And some data about who is attending the summit. We have over 220 registrations, which is over our expectations. So last year we had 100 attendees in total. So this year we managed to double it. It looks a bit empty here, but because this is a really big hall, you can fit 300 people here. So that's the reason. But I think here we are already way over 100, and there are still people coming. so you will meet everybody. Over 60% of attendees are from Spain. Who said that Spain is in crisis? Well, Spain is still a big country, and you can see it from the list of attendees. But anyway, this is not only Spanish event, as you can see from the language. The official language is English. And over 20% are from Europe. You can hear many languages here, of course English, but also Dutch, Hungarian, German, French, you name it. And also we have attendees from Latin America, over 10%. We have some representatives from Brazil, for example, Leucotron, who are going to give a presentation before the coffee break. And what else? This is a very professional event. Even though the entrance is for free, 70% are from IT sector, IT professionals, IT service providers, MSPs, VARs, etc. And 10% are from the public sector, 10% are from education, and 10% are from SMBs. I don't think this student, also we are glad to bring students here, but it's not the point. So we're actually focused on making this a very professional event. You will see it in the coffee breaks when you do the networking that people come from professional background. Also, something novel we have this year is that tomorrow we have a full community track. They said a full track organized by the community and for the community. So if you're interested in meeting other people that bring support to the forum, who help on the documentation, who help on spreading the word, or if you want to discuss about the roadmap, discuss about the community organization, that's your track. What else? In your bags, you have a paper where you can bring an idea for the roadmap. The whole thing is like this. If you have an idea for the roadmap, you write it down there. Today, in the last track, you can present it to some Zentyal members. They will help you improve the idea. And then tomorrow at the end, there will be a session where the 5 best ideas are going to be presented and voted. And if it makes sense, if everybody agrees, then it will be included in the roadmap. So if you want to influence how Zentyal will work in the future, this is your chance. Also, we have a special offer on the summit. There's 20% discount for all the training materials, training products, certification. If you're interested, please make the most of it and get all the training that you want to get. Also, I would like to thank our sponsors. Without them, this would not be possible. So we have Neodu and Calat, who are partners of Zentyal, who are advanced sponsored. They are going to give presentations about the partnership model they have and how to select the hardware for Zentyal. We have Senatic, who is the reference in the public sector for open source. Senatic, I think there's somebody here. Yes, over there, David, who is helping us and supporting the summit. Then Zaragoza, as I already mentioned. Also, the city of Zaragoza, who is actually hosting the event. Thank you to the city. There's Ricardo over there. I think I saw him. Yes, over there, Ricardo. And Mia Digital, which is a project, innovation project by the city of Zaragoza to boost the innovation and startup in the city. You can get more information, especially in the coffee breaks. Then Globe TV, they're over there streaming this event live. They are a provider of digital content and digital services for streaming. Then Canonical, as I already mentioned. And the government of Aragon, who is actually, well, Aragon is the region we are in, and they are also sponsoring and covering the costs or partly the cost of the summit. So, and finally, just keep in mind that the summit is not all work. So try to enjoy it, try to have fun. It's much better if work is combined with fun, so everybody enjoys it better. One thing is that we have planned the summit to end just at the moment when the local festivities start. So you will have plenty of excuses to have fun afterwards, not only during the summit, but also afterwards. And well, the official symbol of the festivals is a necktie that you all received here, as this one. let me show it to you. Yeah, as you can see, it's sponsored by Canonical and Zentyal together. It was Andrew's idea, so thank you, Andrew. This is the greatest idea that came today. So when the summit ends, we're going to have a social weekend. It's going to be very informal. There's going to be no program, and people can do whatever they want. But just make sure that you get the contacts during the summit so that you can have friends to have fun afterwards during the festivals. Okay, so that was all for my part. Thank you for coming. I hope you can enjoy. I hope you can learn a lot. I hope you can make really nice contacts here, and that you can get back home with a feeling of completeness. Thank you, everybody.